Hey everyone, I'm Cartier,
I'm Bellagio,
and we are Bros Now.
We understand that you will be taking a field trip over to Fort Negley, and we're all excited to see you here.
Before your trip, there are a few things that you need to know that we would like to tell you about.
A very important aspect of being prepared for your trip is ensuring you are dressed appropriately for the weather on the day you will be visiting the fort. When it is cold, wear a jacket, beanie, and gloves to keep yourself warm. When it is rainy, bring an umbrella and make sure you have a rain jacket as well. When it is sunny, be sure to wear a hat, have glasses, and put on sunscreen. Also be sure to have comfortable shoes on as you will be walking around while you are at the fort.
There are a few rules that you will need to follow in order to make the experience enjoyable for yourself and your peers, as well as to keep the fort in good condition for future visitors. Please stay with your assigned field trip group at all times. Be an attentive but quiet listener to help you and your peers gain the most knowledge. If you are disruptive, you may be asked to sit out and not participate in activities, which none of us want to happen. Please only walk on the path and do not climb on or cause harm to the natural rock or stonework of the fort. As a matter of fact, don't even touch the rock wall because those rock wall fossils will bite you. Do not remove any fossils other than those which you have been given permission to take, like the fossils in the designated fossil dig pit, which we'll talk about more later. Note that digging anywhere other than the fossil pile is not only prohibited, but is also illegal. When you are at the dig pit, please make sure you are only using your hands or tools that were provided by the fort. Do not use sticks because accidents happen, and as you can see, they are not fun.
Now we would like to share a bit with you about the activities you are participating in while at Fort Negley. Try and find the answers to the questions that we are going to ask you. The more knowledge you come to us with, the more enriching of an experience you will have. If you come prepared, not only will you better understand what we are talking about, but you will also have a lot more fun feeling like the smart one in the room.
Be thinking about these questions before your trip. How far back in time do we have geological records?
How long ago do we see the first geological record of life on Earth?
What was the first living organism on Earth?
Is the first type of living organism still found on Earth today?
And when did mammals and other animals we are familiar with first appear in the geologic timescale?
When we are talking about fossils in geology, we think about things in the context of the geologic timescale. The geologic timescale goes back a really long time. To give you an example, think of your grandma. Then think of your grandma with twice as many wrinkles and half as many teeth. Are you getting the picture? Pretty old, right? Well, the geologic timescale is way older than that, which we know is hard to wrap your head around.
When we look at rock outcrops like this one, we can see the history of Earth and gain information about what Earth was like millions of years ago. Here are some questions to explore. What did the continents look like 460 million years ago? Were they in the same location? Were they the same size as they are now? What was Nashville like 460 million years ago? Was Nashville land or sea? Where did all of the rock and sediment in Nashville come from? What type of rock is Nashville built upon? What type of rock is composed of broken down shells? What type of acid commonly causes erosion to Nashville's bedrock? Why would Nashville's bedrock be an environmental problem to the city and its inhabitants?
The beauty of fossils is that they can capture items from the past, such as this fossilized hadrosaur duck-billed dinosaur egg.
Or this coprolite, which is fossilized dinosaur poop.
Yes, even dinosaur poop can fossilize.
I wonder if my poop's gonna fossilize.
Getting back on track.
Were there dinosaurs living in Tennessee? Was Tennessee above or below sea level during the time of the dinosaurs? If there were dinosaurs in Nashville, where are the bones? What would cause dinosaur bones in Nashville to move locations?
And last but not least, let's talk fossils. What types of animals are seen in the fossil records of Nashville? Let's take a look at some of the fossils that I have found right here in Nashville.
Alright, we are here at the Fort Negley Fossil Pit, where Bellagio is about to have 10 minutes. I have a 10-minute timer set on my phone that I'm about to start. He's going to have 10 minutes, and we're going to see how many fossils he can find in 10 minutes. So, timer starts now.
How can I find fossils? Hunting for fossils after a rain is a great time because the rain may remove topsoil and expose new fossils. The most important first step is to look for patterns in a rock pile. Circular shapes are often fossils. Curved shapes can be fossils. Repeated radial lines can be fossils. Clusters of repeated holes or shapes may also be fossils.
Well, let's head over to Bellagio's new fossil pile. So we have 1, 2, 25.
Wow.
And I found one too. We're gonna take these home, clean them up, they'll look nice and pretty, and yeah, you guys will also have the opportunity to come here and find some fossils of your own.
When hunting for fossils, make sure you are looking closely. Sometimes what appears just to be a muddy rock actually has fossils in it. What if you didn't have any luck finding fossils at the fort? No worries, not everyone has an easy time finding fossils the first time. If you study the questions we have asked you to explore, and you can answer those questions correctly when we ask, you might discern a fossil for your own participation. We can't wait to hear how knowledgeable you've all become about geologic history. We're excited to see you soon. Take care and happy learning. Hey everyone, I'm Cartier. I'm Bellagio. And we are Bros Now. When did mammals and other animals we are familiar with first appear in the geologic timescale?
Timescale?
No! Geologic timescale. Everything must go. Dinosaurs, platypi, octopi, anything you can think of, it needs to go now. The geologic timescale won't last long. Act now.
These are old.
I wonder if my poop would fossilize.
Anyway, back on track.